So go to, for creating the industry sector, we need to go to T code SPRO. Okay. Just click on SAP reference IMG. Or create material industry style. Or we can go directly through T code, that is OMS3. Write down that.
So
Yes,
so
yes,
for doing the for doing the configuration, we have to go for doing configuration.
yes, yes,
We have to go for SAP IMG. Right?
yes, yes,
Sorry, reference.
yes, yes. Now doing the
Okay, okay.
now creating the industry type, that is in the first thing in the material master. Suppose I just,
Uh-huh.
let's take that a screen also, like in MM01. See, the first thing is industry type, industry sector. Okay, so that I am going to create.
Okay.
The T code is, OMS3. Okay, OMS3. Press enter. See, there are n numbers of industries available. Suppose you want to maintain your own, or you want to delete, whatever you want, you can do from here. You just go to new entries, give the industry type like X. That is a one time, only one character. Industry type should be one character. And description. Okay, description means like our industry is related to power plant, or suppose we are taking only one industries for two different companies like steel and power, like this. We can create field reference. What is a field reference? Field reference is nothing but, so field reference of material master. Here your entry will define the selection reference of IMG, maintenance data screen field. Okay, what will be the screen displayed during MM01? That should be maintained in this T code. Okay, so we maintain like 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's slow, man. Oh, just a minute.
Sir, hello,
Yeah, yeah, tell me.
hello.
Yes, tell me. Yes.
Sir, I'm exactly not understanding what I'm exactly not understanding what is the path in configuration for this material master.
Yes, yes. See,
Like, can you
when
give a different way of
no, no. Actually,
explanation to this today?
no. Actually, see, when we go to the T code, that is MM01, for creating the material, what are the things are there like industry sector, like material type. Now we going to configure and create that, how it was going to create. Okay. So that is the main thing. Na? You are not going to create a material code in the company. After becoming a consultant, you will not go to create the material code in a company. That is the end user job. And the configuring its material type, this industry type, and material group, these are the job of a consultant. That I am going to show you. Yeah? Right. So suppose
Okay, so now in configuration, now we are going to do the material type and
yes,
material group. That's
yes,
all right.
yes, yes.
Okay, okay.
So suppose we go to new entries, give our industries. Industries is like P for power, and suppose power plant. Power plant. This is our industries, and field reference will be A. So just press enter. P is already exist. That means somebody has already taken the P. We use S. S is already taken. S is available for power plant. Now see, we created industry type X and the for power plant. Field reference is A. So suppose okay, make it in same. Now see, when we going to create material type, sorry, material code, there is no X available right now. See in the list, there is no X industries is available. Y is there and Z is there, but not X. Okay. Now go to back and it was 01. See now X is available, that is power plant. That I have created, right, Umesh?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So that is the industry sector, which indicates that the material is belongs to which sector. Suppose we have a different plant for the company, so you can maintain the separate industries for there, and we can also maintain one industries for all. So now next is the material type. How to create material type? What is the material type? So there I already said na the material type is suppose material type is HAWA, ERSA, ROH, RET. These are the material type. Okay. These are the material type. And what is the description? Type description is like HAWA is consumable. ERS is spare material. That means finished goods. So now understand, suppose we are going to create HAWA material group. Whatever material group you want, you can take, not HAWA. I just given the standard example that HAWA is belongs to consumable items, ERSA belongs to spare items, okay, so spare parts, okay, and ROH is belongs to raw material, and FRET is belongs to finished goods. So suppose these are the types of material which we are going to create in a company, because we segregate the all the spare parts in ERSA. So now see how we create the material type. and how we assigned a number ranges. So suppose number ranges is the main thing. Okay, in material type, number range. What is number range? Okay, suppose in HAWA I given 0, 1 number ranges. ERSA I given 0, 2. Okay, sorry, not taken 0, 1, 0, 2. For RH I given 0, 5, given 0, 5, and F for finished goods I given 10. So this is my number ranges. And what was the number ranges? How the material will create within these number ranges, like intervals from no, to. From to means, suppose if we select HAWA material type while creating the material master, the number ranges was assigned 0, 1 in a background, and the number will be create like 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 9, 9, 9, 9, like this. Okay, suppose 0, 2 I have taken, then 2, 0, 0, 0, 1, then 2, 0, 0, 9, 9. So this is the interval from where my material going to create. So whenever I select the HAWA, what what was the first material code? Umesh,
Sir,
understood? Yeah,
you mean to say that number is the code that will be created for the material?
exactly. When we going to create a material, at the end, a code was generated for that particular material. From where the code was generating? From the material type. There are we assigned a number ranges in the background, and the number was generated from there only. So when we take that material type Hava and creating that material code is laptop, consumable item, that is a laptop. Okay. So what was
Sir, but in like in that end user part also we'll be creating the material code, right?
yes, suppose end user
Uh,
is creating the material type, but this material, no, not material type is creating by end user, material code is creating by end user, because the daily in the daily requirements they are having a lot of material, new materials to be created. So that's a work of a end user. One was the
no,
master
sir, I'm
data.
not getting here. The thing is, for whatever we configure and we pass on to end user will be using the same, right?
Yes, yes. End user will be
But
using. Hmm,
now when end user is using the same product,
hmm,
so he has to use the material
hmm.
type that we have configured, right?
Exactly.
So uh,
Yes, yes.
hello,
Yeah, yeah. Tell me, tell me.
yeah, okay. Now, for example, we have created the a material code
Hmm.
for the material type HAWA.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Right.
then why need he has to create a code, material code for that when it is already available and configured by configuration guy like an SAP consultant.
See, Umesh, material type is created by consultant, right? That is right. But material code is who will create. That is not the job of a consultant, na? Suppose now our company want to buy a 10 laptop. Okay, 10 quantity of laptop. That is the material. Okay, so this is a quantity. Let me finish with example, then you will much clear about that. So, what was the code created for that? If we select HAWA, the code will be created 100001. This is my first code. When I want a laptop, a mouse, MOUSE, 5 quantities, then the next material code will be created is this 2. Understood. So user is not creating the material type. We have to give the material type by configuring that these now what was the number ranges for that particular material type, what was the number ranges for that particular material type. So different material type having different numbers for generating. Okay, so when the end user is generating the material, there should be number ranges in the background which we have to create, we have to map with the material type. That is the job na. Understood.
Sir, what I'm not understanding is, okay, so you're telling that we are creating the material uh, type,
Mhm.
and we are also generating the material code.
No, we are not generating the material code. We are not, end user is generating the material code. That is a master data. Material code is generating is a master data which was done by end user only, not us. Okay.
Okay, okay, so we are creating the range for that material type.
Yes, yes. You have to set up whatever requirement
Okay,
is
okay,
for material code creating. Okay.
okay, okay, okay,
Now understood.
okay, okay, sir. Yeah, I thought that we were creating a material code also for that. Okay.
Suppose let's take an example, small example. Suppose a cook is a end user. Okay, and what the cook will we do, the cook want to make a chicken. Okay, so whatever ingredients required for making the chicken is like we have to produce now, we have to buy and produce, we have to set up for we have to arrange all that, the prerequisite for creating the material code. Now understand, I think.
Yes, sir, I understand now.
Okay, fine, fine, fine. So, suppose tell me that now I am taking a raw material like like something water, and again raw material I'm going to create, that is a electricity. Electricity. So when we like water is like 1,000 gallons, 10,000 gallon electricity like 500 unit. So these raw materials we required. Okay, so what material code will be created here, like just tell me what material code will be created. If you understand you can answer, right?
Yeah, like 500001 will be created for the first material, right?
Exactly. And for the second,
500999. So that is the range that we okay 002. That
to
is the range that we will be creating
yes.
for okay, okay, for various uh, type of material.
Hmm. Yeah.
For that group,
Yes.
like it will, the end user can give any, choose any of the number range for that
Right. 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 User
and create a code for that.
yes, yes. User should not allow to give the number, because if user will be give the number, then there is definitely they will make some mistakes. Like first is given like 1,000, 10,000. Next is given like this. Then the system will be means spoil the sequence of the number ranges, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Now I got it.
Yes, yes. Okay, now understand what is the use of material type. Now I will show you how to assign the number ranges, how to creating the new material code if required in the company. Okay, so that I will show you right now.
Sorry, I didn't get you. Say how to create create a
Yes,
new material code.
yes. New material code, not material code, material type. We are going to create a material type HAWA ERSA like this. Suppose I have replaced it like Y001 is my material type, Y002 is my consumable material type, Y003 is my this, and Y004. I am maintaining this. Okay. Suppose whatever material type we want, we can give here. Not an issue. This is the configuration part. So now we go to the T code is OMS2. OMS2 is for creating the material type. Okay. Just go to that OMS2. If you need through the path, that also is available. I am putting the T code for shortcut. So suppose we go SPRO, SAP IF, IMG reference, then go to the logistics general, then go to logistics general. Okay, then go to the material master. Okay, go to the material master, then go to the basic setting and material type. Okay, define attributes of material type, assign material type to the special, define number ranges for each material. Okay, so that I just whatever I told you, that all are here. Just click on the first thing, that is a define attributes of material type. Just click on that. What is it? It will open the T code is OMS2. Here you can see what T code it it used. That's not showing. Suppose we are putting OMS2, the same thing will be open. Okay, see, that's the open, that is name OMS2, and that's the open through SPRO. So while using the T code, we go to the shortcut path. Okay. So now let's take a references. While creating the material type, we must take a references for the standard. That will make a very good practice, because suppose we create individually na, so some of the fields and tables was not copied. If it's happened, you will getting a different errors, which was you did not get the solutions, we did not find that some tables is missing. Okay. So while creating the like spare parts, what is the spare parts code we are taking? That is Y002. So this is the standard ERSA. This is a standard. We copy and just give the name is Y002. This is for spare parts for IN47. Okay. IN47 is my company code. So that's why I put it. And nothing need to change, but the field reference is ROH. ROH means ERS, ROH, raw material. Okay. Okay, no issues. So see, these are the selection field which we are taking at the time of creating material. These are the fields which comes in the MM01. So by material code, we also control that what fields is mandatory, what is not. Okay. So see, Umesh, there is a two types of number ranges which I have already told you there, that is a number ranges. Okay, so that can be also mapped or go for external. if we select external, like external number ranges, then what will happen? The system will be takes the number entered by end user. Okay. While mapping that number ranges to the material code, we also can map external number only, and the system will generate the number whatever you give. I will show you one material type. I will make it for external. Okay. So now y02 I have copied, nothing need to change, just press enter, just press enter, and see number of dependent entry copies 426 fields and tables are there which was copied. So it is the best practice to doing the copying of standard and create your own. Okay, just click OK. One number of y200 is created for spare part, just save it. One material type is created, that is y002. Okay, let's check the another one, that is a uh, raw material or finished goods. Okay, just take it, roh roh roh. This is the raw material. Okay, just copy and give y003. This is our raw material, y003. Yes, and the description was raw material for IN47. This is my plant. That's why I put it. Okay.
It is must to put that plant, code also there, or it is just for your reference?
For whatever I copying, which I am copying, that was.
No, sir, that IN47 that you have put aside a raw material
Mhm.
name.
Mhm.
So it is must, or it is just for our reference?
I'm sorry, I didn't get you. Please repeat.
Sir, IN47 that you
Yes.
just have put aside the name raw
Hmm.
material.
Yes. Yes.
So that number IN47 is must to put aside the
No, no,
material
no,
type
miss.
name, or
No, miss, no. You can put anything here. You can put Umesh here. That's it. That is the
no,
only.
sir, that I got it. I got it. Like you can keep any name,
Yes,
but
yes.
IN47 that number
Not
is there, right?
required.
So
Not
it's that.
required. Not required to put. You just whatever you want to put, you can put. I just putting IN47 because a lot of no, material type was created there. So how I identify that that is belongs to my plant? That's why I created IN47. Okay. I given to the IN47. You can give or you do not give. That is not a mandatory things. Okay. That is your question, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it. Got it.
Okay, not an issue. Whatever you want, you can give. That is a description only. So I have created two material group, that is Y002 and Y003 for spares and for raw materials. Okay. Now what to do? We need to assign a number ranges. So see, select that material type, whatever we created, like Y003, and double click in the quantity valuation updating, quantity value update. See, so many valuations assigned automatically in my material type. Just go to the position and type IN47. That is our plant. So here you will see IN47 Y003. That is a combination of your plant and material type. Okay. So by clicking this quantity update and value update, that means when we use our valuation class in our plant and create the material code, By checking the quantity update and value update means the system will automatically update the quantity during the goods receipts, good issue. Okay, it did not require any GL manually. Didn't get. Suppose I give you
I
one.
got it, sir.
Yes.
But I think you told that here, if you configure this
Hmm.
quantity update and value update, if you give the
Hmm.
uh, allow
Yeah, yeah.
there
Yes.
while after creating the material code and all,
Hmm.
you will be no, it will automatically generate the GL range and all that.
Hmm. No, no. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You are correct. But see, suppose we are not giving that checkbook, that means at the time of MIGO, that is a goods receipt. I have done a good receipt. You have done good receipt, Myro, right?
No, sir.
Okay, okay. You didn't do MIGOT code. You didn't use.
No, sir. No.
Okay, okay. That is a master data. We'll do it. So whenever
Sir, last class we did master data only, but it's the
okay,
code is
okay.
not MIG.
Okay, okay. We will
I mean,
go.
last class we did
Okay.
the end user part, sir, like the master data end user part. The same thing we did, like where we did the uh, that we have created the material code, GL value, and all that.
Okay, Umesh. So suppose when we doing when we selecting that quantity update and value update, that means that automatically update the stock by GL assigned in the background in the OBYC setting. There is a setting where the GL was mapped at a one time, and system will be update the quantity and value accordingly. If we did not select that checkbox, in that case we have to put the GL every time. So it's better to assign one time than only select that both check. Okay, just save it and back. So there is a one more Y02. Just select, go to the position Y002. Okay. Uh, Sorry, the position IN47. Y002 is already done. And 3. So both have been we already ticked both the checks. So now it is okay, not an issue. So material type is created. Now see how we
Sir,
assign.
now,
Yes.
sir, I have a doubt. The quality updation, the other one, uh, like for example, what happens in the background actually? So
Actually, yes, yes. Okay. See.
is
Okay, okay. I'm
okay.
making you understand. Not an issue. Suppose we have quantity and value. Two things updated. Okay. So at the time of PO, we what we did, we mapped. There is a T code of OBYC for FIMM integration. Okay, for FIMM integration, the T code is OBYC. So in that T code, what we do, we map a valuation class and GL. Suppose our valuation class is 3040 and GL is 10001. That is our GL. I mapped. So after doing PO, goods received, goods issue, what will we do that particular GL that will update, like I like it will be like 100 quantity, 100 quantity. I issued 10 quantity. I issued uh, 10 quantity. Then what is the balance sheet is 19 quantity. Sorry. Yes. Now the balance is 19 quantity. Right. So this is the balances. So when we doing these steps, PO, good receive, goods issue, when we do that, automatically the GL will be hit, that is assigned with valuation class, that is okay. This valuation class will hit and our quantity get updated accordingly. But if we did not check, we have to put the GL like manually 10000 each transaction, in each transaction. Okay, via which, via account assignment category in PO. See, these are the two parts which I am want to make you the understand. This is the one part and this is the one part. So if we check, this will happen. If we check, and if not check. Oh, clear? Umesh, any question?
Yes, sir. Actually, I didn't get it actually exactly. So, like, what I have understood, I'll tell you.
Okay.
If we check the quantity and value,
Hmm.
like what happens in the background is it will create a range for that, value GL and all, and it will automatically assign for n number of material
Hmm.
that is there. So it will be easy for for the end user to
Hmm.
automatically generate the value GL and quantity and all that.
Yes.
But if we don't select the quantity and value for each and every material,
Hmm.
he has to give the quantity and its value and all that.
Okay. I'll do in a practical. Then it will making a very clear to you. But did I show you how to before how to create PO, purchase order? Did I showed you?
No, sir. Like we did not do in detail like everything. Like in end user, you
Mm-hmm.
have showed it like in a faster way. Like in 40 to 50 minutes, you have showed everything in a faster way to
Okay. Okay.
just get an overview.
Mm-hmm.
But we haven't done anything in detail, and you told me that we will be doing everything in detail in
Okay.
further class.
Okay. Okay. Not an issue. I will make it. Okay. Okay. This part I will show you in the practical, that how the quantity value getting update and how the system will take automatically that particular GL. Suppose at the time of, if you do not check, we have each and every time we have to put a GL. We have to find a GL and put that GL. GL means general ledger. Why we are putting the general ledger at that time? Because updating the quantity and value. Because updating the
Yes,
quantity
sir.
and
Yesterday,
value.
yeah, in yesterday's class, you told us like why is GL needed, and I understood that why is GL needed. It
Yes.
is just like a record book
Hmm.
to maintain the record of all the materials that
Exactly.
we are
Exactly.
and quantity. received, quantity issued, and all that.
Yes.
It was very clear for me what is GL and all that.
Hmm.
But in today's class, what I'm telling is,
Hmm.
in order to create a GL for an end user,
Hmm.
if it has already been configured by
Hmm.
SAP consultant,
Hmm.
here by taking quantity and value,
Hmm.
so end user need not work much on it,
Yes.
so he can easily assign it.
Yes, yes. End user did not require to put each and every time that particular GL that in which GL the value quantity get updated. That should not require to put every time if we'll check. Okay. Okay, we'll do in a practical, then it will much clear. Okay. So let's assign the number ranges to that material code, whatever I just said in the previous. This is the path, like define number ranges for each material type. Go to that and click on group. So in that group, you will find there are not assigned element. Not assigned element means somebody's created the material group, but he's not assigned with their particular element. Element means suppose we have created element is I and 47. Okay. Suppose create an element that is material group for IN47. Okay, and just now give the number ranges. What I said, like copy this, press enter. Yes, it will be taken 38. Because why the number range is taking 38? Because 30 till 37 somebody is already created. Then it was take the sequence wise. Just save it. Oh, it's overlapping. Enter intervals without overlapping. That means somebody is already taken this material group at some level. Just give the system here 1, 2, 3 without overlap. It was getting overlapped because somebody is already assigned that number ranges, that being number ranges. Okay, we'll see in the detail.
Sir, how long the class will be for now?
For today.
Yeah, now.
Okay, you need to go somewhere.
Yeah, like I told you right in the morning. I have to go to the office.
Oh, okay,
You
okay.
know,
Sorry, sorry. Okay, we'll assign number ranges later. You may go, please. It was already 8. Nah.
yeah. But the thing is, sir, one request from my side, sir. The thing is,
Yes, yes.
hello.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me, tell me.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Sir, kindly make a note of every class, like what we have done on that day, because as a fresher, like we doesn't know what are the contents, what are the
mhm.
like there are